Hi guys, and welcome back to Nidhogg, where I am fencing and talking just about life and stuff. Last time I talked a lot about actual fencing, a sport that I actually took part in and did decent in, all things considering how bad I am at sports and most physical activities. Um, I guess that's not completely true. I do a lot of physical work for, like, my livelihood, I guess you can call it. I have a pretty physical job. Um, oh jeez, stop stabbing me. Yeah, jump on my sword. I'll walk into your sword. Bye, I guess. But I'm not a very coordinated person, which makes sports hard for me. Though man, when I was in grade school, oh, he's dead. I was pro at dodgeball and also kickball. Um, like, I wasn't picked for much of anything in grade school, except for maybe picked on. I didn't get on very well in grade school. But man, whenever it was dodgeball day in gym or kickball day in gym, I was the class favorite. Well, maybe not the class favorite, but definitely not the class least favorite. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. He dead me. I'm dead. This is the worst map. It's so hard to do anything. But because I would get really overzealous in dodgeball. And, okay, to be fair, my grade school did dodgeball wrong. Right? So, conventional dodgeball, there are like two teams, and you throw dodgeballs at each other. In ours, you started with essentially the entire class minus two people standing on the outside circles of the gym, and everyone else in the class stood in the middle of the gym. And these two people tossed these giant dodgeballs into the horde. And if you got hit with the dodgeball, if you were a horde member and you got hit with one of the dodgeballs, you became a dodgeball thrower, and you moved your tuchus to the exterior circle to mercilessly throw dodgeballs at your classmates. That was, oh jeez, that was sort of how it worked. Which is not dodgeball, but that's how we played it. And I was always one of the last people in the middle because I was very good at, I wasn't good at dodging the ball. I was good at, oh, he just killed himself. I was good at, I just killed myself. Doing the most unnecessarily complicated dodging maneuvers. I would... Ow, stop murdering me in this doorway. Okay, you can stop killing me now. Bye. Dang it, I was right there. But, so what I would do is they would throw... Well, we're bad. I would always be one of the last ones in the middle, because I would do, like, the dead drop, where, like, I would just completely fall, like, flat on the... Like, if the ball was coming at me, and I knew that, like, it was gonna bounce, I would dead drop, and I would just fall completely flat on the ground, and it would bounce over me, and, like, I would do Michael Jackson-worthy, like, whooshes to the side, and I would do unnecessarily complicated and impressive shit, which, in hindsight, probably didn't add to the fact that I was not popular, but it did usually mean that I did fairly well in dodgeball. This guy's really hard to see because he's purple on purple clouds. And so that was the only reason I was good at dodgeball, is that I like, abandoned all hope of being cool, like, conventional cool, to be super not at all cool by doing, like, unnecessary flips and tricks on the dodgeball court. Which was the only reason I was decent at dodgeball. And then kickball would come along, and kickball was more conventional kickball. And I would be okay at kickball because I have a really great kicking leg. Like I have a very strong kick, and so I could send the kickball like out of the school's like playfield, like because we didn't have a yard at my school, we had a parking lot, and so we'd play kickball in the parking lot, and I could usually kick the ball out of the parking lot. Sometimes I would just hit it like super foul because I had no sense of aim. And I still really don't, which is why I was bad at softball, is that I'm not good at aiming. Ow. And I don't know how people have any control over that, because I don't. I'm just like, whatever, and I kick, and I hope for the best. Later, bitch. Please. Bye. That didn't kill him. But I'm not gonna stop. Dang it! I was so close! Come get me. Come get me. Come get me. Come on. Let's parry back and forth. It'll be fun. Whoop! Whoop! You did. Yeah. I have no sense of how to aim a ball when you throw it or kick it. So sometimes I would kick the kickball out of the parking lot. Other times I would just like foul ball and hit a car or like a student. Ow! Stop. Wanna stop killing me? Thank you. Whoop! Oh man, I thought I was gonna overshoot him. Damn, you did. Oh, I did. Clearly I'm out of practice. Just disarming and alarming, and then dying. So, I've always found sports to be like a really hard, just concept for me. Like, I've never particularly enjoyed watching sports. Aside from fencing, I've never really enjoyed playing sports. Okay, I'll just go off the screen. And so, like, people who, like, in their school age, like, their life and their soul is sports, that's a concept I was never able to understand. Like, and if you, like, I think some people just have more of that drive. I think that might be more like an A-type personality thing, which is like the more competitive student. Well, just like I'm not a super competitive person, so competitive sports is like are tricky for me, and I just don't find them fun a lot of the times. Like, I'm like, yeah, okay, we're playing football, we're playing American football specifically. But I'm like, yeah, but what's the point? Like, why are we caring? Why am I, like, this all seems so, like, you know, pointless. Who made up these rules? They all seem so, like, archaic and arbitrary, and it's like, why is this still a popular sport? Same thing with soccer. Like, I feel like soccer, American soccer, everywhere else football, it's like, isn't this, like, the basic rules of, like, a ton of sports? Like, really, what's the difference between soccer and basketball other than the fact that, like, you're using your hands as opposed to your feet? It's still the same thing. You have two teams who are divided across two sides of a court who are both trying to get a ball into a net. Like, and it's the same thing. Water polo, same thing. It's just water soccer. Like, why do we watch all of these sports that are exactly the same thing? Like, you know, like, one of the reasons I like fencing is because you weren't trying to get a thing to a goal. Like, Fencing is just stab your opponent more, and that was something I could get behind. But sports are hard for me. Like, I find it unbelievable how much money American universities and colleges spend on athletics every year. Like, on average, at American universities, the person who gets paid the most, like, not the provost or the president or the dean of a university, no, it's the football coach. The football coach makes the most money. And it's because football makes the most money for colleges. And I'm like, what? That bothers me on, like, a really base level. One, in American culture, sports make so much money. And I'm like, why? Why is all of this money going to sports? Like, but it's weird though too, because, like, I feel like we hear about sports a lot, and we hear about how much money are made in sports and athletics. Oh damn. But, like, entertainment really does make, like, the same amount of stupid money. When I was in Los Angeles, oh, we killed each other. For a while, I lived in LA, and I worked in the film industry, and it was very strange, because I really sort of was faced with the reality of how much, oh, screw you, how much money goes into film, and it's kind of insane. It's really insane, like, how much, let me escape, okay. Like, specifically, I worked, like, in art department stuff in film and television and the like, and just the amount that art departments get to, like, get props and stuff, it is a stupidly high amount of money. Like, but when you look at the overall budgets of films, you're like, well, yeah, you know, I guess that's a reasonable percentage of the overall amount, but so much money is in entertainment and in sports. And for the most part, like, entertainment, including professional sports, because it is a form of entertainment, are, like, the United States' two major exports. Like, we don't think about that a lot, but yeah, our major exports are entertainment. That's what America has going for it. Like, not any like, quality consumer product. Like, you know, we don't make good physical products for the most part, but man, do we make good entertainment. We make, like, the best movies and the best music, and, or if not the best movies and the best music, the most like, widely received music and movies. I mean, we sort of have a wider distribution rate than any other country when it comes to our content. And with things like iTunes, that gets a lot easier. Man, I'm getting my ass kicked by this orange guy. You wanna go? Oh, you wanna go? Oh, okay, I went. Stop predicting that I'm gonna do the tumble and roll. Okay. Okay, why didn't you just go? Why are you waiting for me? So he can ultra kill me. I got it. Okay. You got eaten by the Nidhogg and not I. I see how it is. Maybe I'll beat this guy next time because he's kicking my ass. And I hate it. Look at those kills. Man, this is a sad day. Anyway, this is fun. I'm enjoying just sort of talking about stuff. I'm sure it's not, like, I'm sure this is riveting. And if it is riveting, you should come back for the next one, and we'll talk some more. It'll be fun. You know, new low, simple discussions. I need to think of a better acronym. Next time, though. Next time I will. But until then, bye! Love you. You're great.